This is a performing songwriter, and my name is Ray Naylor. My guest today is Amanda Nolan. Amanda has been writing songs and performing for several years. She's performed in the Philadelphia area as well as in Nashville. Amanda plays both guitar and keyboards with her country, rock, and R&B sound. Despite her accomplishments, she's only 15 years old. I'll be back to talk to Amanda, but first we're going to hear one of her songs.
This first song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote, and it's called Okay. Things don't seem to hurt like they used to. I just want to get back to the one I knew. And weeks turn into a haze, but I want to live it day by day. Why can't I feel something? In the middle of a storm I stand alone, in the eye of a hurricane. I'm on my own, don't want to think anymore. I've lost my way, I just need someone to hold my hand and tell me everything is gonna be okay. Don't wanna lose who I used to be. Will I ever get it back? There's no guarantee. How can my heart be so empty, but my mind's so full it's plenty? I just wanna be okay. In the middle of a storm I stand alone, in the eye of a hurricane. On my own, don't wanna think anymore. I've lost my way, I just need someone to hold my hand and tell me everything is gonna be okay. When days get busy and nights get long, trying to figure out just where I belong. When it gets hard to believe in you, just know that the only way out is through. In the middle of a storm I stand alone, in the eye of a hurricane. I'm on my own, don't wanna think anymore. I've lost my way, I just need someone to hold my hand and tell me everything is gonna be okay.
Amanda Nolan.
Hi.
Hi, thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
I wanted to ask you first, when did you become interested in being a songwriter?
Well, I mean, I've been interested in music my whole life. I've always loved singing and making up like routines in my basement. But about, I guess now 5 years ago, I was doing this acting school in Philly, and I came in touch with my manager now, Ken Jansen, and he introduced me to Johnny Levi, who is a dear friend of mine. He's a family friend now.
he is a songwriter, and I used to always just write poems and like little verses of things, but nothing like too serious. And then he started teaching me like the ways of songwriting, and he would write the music and I would write lyrics to something, and then we would put a song together. And then after a couple months of that, I decided I wanted to do everything on my own, like music and lyrics. So that's kind of how I got started, and I've loved it ever since.
And have you continued like to learn about the craft of songwriting?
Oh, yeah,
and
for
how do
sure.
you do that?
Well, he usually like will text me every once in a while, and like if I'll show him a new song I have, and he gives me some pointers, like, you know, try something different here, try something new here, you know, just to try to get me out of the box and be different, because you have to set yourself apart from, you know, the normal things.
Right. When did you feel confident enough to actually perform your own songs?
Well, I did a lot of theater as a kid, like when I was like 11, or I would do like my school or like my anywhere I could, I would do some theater. So that's kind of where I got my confidence in being able to get on stage and perform in front of people. So yeah.
And what are some of the places that you have played? I know you played around Philly, and you also played in Nashville, right?
Yeah, I did recently, actually. I mean, I really play anywhere I can, like bars, restaurants. It's been a colorful childhood, playing things like that. But, you know, pretty much anywhere I can, you know.
And in Nashville, did you like play at open mic down there? Or?
Yes, I played at the Bluebird Cafe
Okay.
and the Douglas Corner Cafe, and it was really, really great because it's a really popular place, so it was really fun to do that.
Cool.
It's been a dream of mine, so it's crazy that I can say that now.
Now, a lot of your songs, maybe most of them, you have to tell me, are about love. Now, how did you, being 15
Right.
years old, how
Right.
do you get the ideas, the topics for those songs?
Well, to be honest, I mean, again, I'm 15, so I don't really have much experience in that. A lot of times from like shows I watch, like the like drama shows that I like to watch, I just get a lot of inspiration from that, and anything. I just like to take things from what other people are going through, even if it's not necessarily me. I can like just kind of imagine like what they're going through, and then I try to put that into words and think of how it might be if I were in that situation. So that's how I do that.
And are there other topics that you've written about?
Yeah, I've written about like, you know, feeling different. You know, the song that they'll hear, "Drifting Away," is a song that I wrote about feeling different from people in my school, because it's not really a normal thing to do this and want to do this professionally. So yeah, you know, I've felt kind of like from the outside looking in at points, and yeah, so that's what that song is about.
And do you, how do you come up with your ideas?
A lot of times I'll just be like out to dinner, like at school, and I'll just get an idea pop in my head, and then I just build off of that. And you know, sometimes if you want a song to happen, it won't. Sometimes it just has to come to you like randomly, you know.
Now, I saw you perform a couple weeks ago, actually, and one thing I noticed more than anything else is you have a lot of poise on stage.
Thank you very much.
Now, would you attribute some of that to your acting in the past, or?
Yes, I think acting is a huge part of performing, even music, because, you know, you have to feel the song, and to be able to show that with your face, that's a lot of acting, even if you do, like, really genuinely feel the song, which I do, but, you know, you have to be able to show it, and that's what makes people want to, like, come back and see you perform again and keep watching you.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's a huge part.
Well, you know, it's interesting you say that, because the name of this show is The Performing Songwriter, not just the songwriter.
Right.
And I always felt that a lot of singer-songwriters don't pay enough attention to the performing part.
Right. And that's a huge part.
For me, the performing is at least as important as the song, and
Right.
maybe more even.
Yeah.
You know.
It really, really is. I
Now we're
definitely
going to
agree.
hear some more of your songs,
Right.
and before we get you, while we're getting you set up here, I'm going to watch a part of a video of our next guest in about 2 weeks. His name is Craig Bickhart. I don't know if you know of Craig.
No, I don't.
Well, Craig started out in the Philadelphia area,
Okay.
went to L.A., and he actually wrote some songs for the soundtrack for, I'm sure I should know this movie here, Tender Mercies.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
that movie?
I think this sounds familiar.
Yeah. And then he moved to Nashville and
Okay.
became a songwriter there.
Wow.
And some of the people that have recorded his songs include Kathy Mattea and the Judds,
Okay.
and some other people.
Yeah.
And this particular song that he's going to perform, actually, two of the other people that are playing with him, one is Michael Ronstadt, who was a guest on this show not too long ago.
Oh, wow.
And then also Tom Hampton, who I've known for a number of years. Hopefully he'll be a guest.
Yeah.
He plays guitar and sings. Michael plays cello, which is his main instrument.
Right.
And also Tommy Geddes, he plays this instrument. I think it's kind of like a drum. It's called a djembe.
Oh.
And so we'll hear that. And the name of this song is called Prayers for You. So we'll listen to some of that. Craig Bickard, who's our guest next time, and then we'll come back and we'll hear Amanda do some more songs.
These are my prayers. These are the things I wish for you. May you be strong and happy whatever you do. May your heart travel light on a long journey's night. May a circle of friends keep you warm. May your mind be at ease when you're down on your knees, when your ship needs a port in the storm. May you find answers to each of my prayers for you. These things I ask, these are the gifts I cannot give. May love keep you young for as long as you live. May your dreams find a place in the garden of grace. May they grow where you've planted the seed. May your faith be a flame that won't die in the rain. May you never want more than you need. May you find answers to each of my prayers for you.
This next song is called Drifting Away.
Every day feels like the same, going through the motions just to hide the pain. And now
This next song is called You Were Mine.
Lately it's the little things that remind me of the way it used to be. The way you used to look at me. It's nothing in the world that I would rather see. 'Cause you were mine and we were fine, but now we're caught up in this lie. Now I'm missing you. Do you feel it too? You're the one I look for in a crowded room, and I wanna tell you how much I'm missing you. 'Cause you were mine. You were mine. We had our ups and downs. Maybe this one was too deep to ever come out. I'm lying here, rocking tears to tears. We both ran away from fear, and I still think of you. Do you miss me too? Am I the one you look for in a crowded room? The door's closing now. There's nothing I can do. 'Cause you were mine. You were mine. Whoa, you were mine. You were mine. You were mine and we were fine, but now we're caught up in this lie. You were mine, we were fine, but now we're caught up in this lie. Oh, you're the one I look for in a crowded room, and I wanna tell you how much I'm missing you. 'Cause you were mine. You were mine.
This next song is called Won't Say Goodbye.
Honey, 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 let me tell you now. When I look into your eyes, see nothing but paradise. When you hold me in your arms, now you have that special charm. The way you let me know, say I'm beautiful from head to toe. When you dry my tears, oh, and hold me close, let me feel like I'm flying. Got me up on cloud nine. When you tell me that I'm yours, baby, know that you're mine. You got all the time in the world to see what me and you be. So for now we live in this moment tonight. is like a song. Your melody goes on and on when you build me up, oh, with your words of love. You make me feel like a flying, got me up on cloud nine. You tell me that I'm yours, baby, know that you're mine. You got all the time in the world to see what me and you breathe. So for now we live in this moment tonight, and we won't say goodbye. And we won't say goodbye. And we won't say goodbye. I wanna get to know you better tonight. I wanna get to know you better tonight.
Amanda, that last song was called No Say Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like your songs, and your
Thank you
voice
very
is great, and
Thank you.
your performing style. I wanted to ask you, when you went to Nashville, how were you received?
You know, I think a lot of times people will think, 15, she's a kid.
Mhm.
You know, she's young. She doesn't even know if she wants to do this like the rest of her life. So, you have to, I don't know, it's hard to be taken seriously at this age, but you kind of have to just put yourself out there and hope for the best, and in hopes that somebody will take you seriously. But down there, actually, a lot of people did take me seriously, because it's Nashville, it's a competitive game,
Mhm.
so
Oh, yeah.
they think if you're here, you gotta want this. And I think people could see that in my performance, that I did really want this for the rest of my life. So I think it went pretty well. So
Great.
I was really happy with how it went.
Now, you're in this thing called the Homie Awards.
I am, yeah.
Talk about that. In other words, next year when people watch this,
Yeah.
Uh,
See if I won.
it won't be relevant, but it is now. So talk
Right.
a little bit about that and how people can vote for you.
Right. So it's for WCW 93.7 on the radio, and they have this thing called Hometown Heroes, and it's pretty much local people who get to play whatever new music they have, or if they have a CD that comes out, they'll play their music. And they have the Homie Awards, which is basically just a bunch of awards that they give to any local people that they've played recently. And I was actually nominated for Best EP of the Year and Best Female Solo Artist. And if you want to vote for me, if you're watching before, I think it ends February 18th, I believe? 18th? Yeah, I think it's 18th. I believe that's it. You can go to their website, and the Homie Awards will be up there, and just vote for mine if you want.
Amanda, I wanted to ask you, I know you're involved with a charity, so I just
Right.
wanted you to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so the charity that I donate to, it's called Headstrong, and it's this local family called their name is the Calaloris, and their son Nick, he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma when he was in his sophomore year of college, and that was in 2005. And after battling for endless months, he unfortunately lost his life in 2006. And their whole organization is about supporting families who have a loved one who was diagnosed. It's all about supporting them financially and just making sure that they always have someone there and trying to get them through the hard times. And when I came in contact with them, I just fell in love with the organization. I thought it was such a great cause, so I decided to give a portion of my CD sales to them. And yeah, it's been great. They're the best. I love them. They're such a great family.
Oh, that's great. And you have 3 recordings, right?
Yeah,
And
for
what-
on the EP, yes. I have 3.
Yes. And what? Just tell us the names of those.
It's Drifting Away, You Were Mine, and Tonight. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Let me try that again.
And how
Why
did you?
did I not think of that? I almost said you won't say goodbye. Sorry.
Okay. How did you find the whole process of recording when you started doing that?
It was amazing because I have a new producer this time for my EP, and I just met him recently. And so it was a really, really great experience because he's extremely talented. He had a lot of input in it, which I really enjoyed. And also I had, like the biggest voice in it, which was really new because this EP was all of my music that I wrote. Because my other two that I had when I was younger, I would have one that was somebody else's song, but this time it was all mine, so that's why it's titled All Mine. But yeah, it was a great experience because, I love recording, like in general, but yeah, having a lot of say in it was, I just think, really great, and doing like my own harmonies in it. It was really, really fun.
So somebody wants to get that. How do they do that?
You can go on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's on everything. But if you go on Bandcamp, like you can order it. But yeah, it's pretty much on any music app.
And how can people know where you're going to be playing?
Well, my Facebook page, just Amanda Nolan. If you look me up, I'll be there. That's usually where I post where my next performances will be. And also, if you want to see, like physically watch my performance, you can go on my YouTube channel, also my Instagram, just Amanda Nolan. Yeah, that's pretty much where I post where I'm going to be.
So what are your plans for the next 50 years? Or at least the
50?
next year?
I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully something will happen. I want to do this for the rest of my life, so I'm in it for the long haul. I don't know, just keep writing music, writing, keep working on my stuff, just try to get there.
Amanda Nolan, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Really enjoyed hearing your songs and being
Thank
able
you.
to talk to you.
Thanks so much for having me. It's been awesome.
And we'll be back in about 2 weeks with Craig Bickhart.